Hey guys, welcome to this week's update. If you came to our parent forum last week, thank you so much for being a part of that. That was not only a good time for us to just interact, but it was also just a really humbling time as well, because it just kind of forced us to wrestle with the reality that there are consequences to our overbusy schedules, and our kids, as a result of that, they faced kind of the leftovers, kind of our frustrations and stuff. And so it was good just to hear your all's hearts and just to be able to chat with you all for just a little bit on that Wednesday night. And so really grateful for that. We'll be doing another parent forum here in a couple of months, and as that information kind of develops, I'll pass that along to you guys. But for this week, we are just continuing to try to build some sense of normal in our ministry, where we're being consistent with gathering together for the teaching of the Word, fellowshipping together, as well as activities. And so for this Wednesday night, we are going to be back in the book of Philippians. We're going to be looking at Philippians chapter 1, verse 3 through 11, and we're really going to be looking at the heart of Paul and the mind of Paul, where he truly is joyful in the middle of his circumstances, and he enjoys the fellowship that he has with the Philippian church. And so it's going to be really practical to talk about how do you have joy in the midst of pain. And so I think that's really practical for students just in general, and for people in general. This Sunday we have finished up, first of all, we finished up our stewardship study. It was really good to be a part of that. This Sunday we begin the book of Mark. And so we're encouraging students to go ahead and read Mark chapter 1, and that's verses 1 through 20, and that'll be a good time together then. But the last two things that I have, and there's not really a lot for this particular update, the last two things I have is, first of all, Fall Prayer Retreat registration's still open. And so we've got about 25 people signed up, with including adults that are going. And so we'd love to see that more, but we're ultimately grateful for whatever the Lord sends our way. And so it's October 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's $60. They can register online at CoralHillBaptist.com/FPR. And basically, it's a 3-day retreat where we go out. We're going to La Follette, Tennessee at Norris Lake. We've got a big house reserved there, where the girls will sleep upstairs, the guys will sleep in the basement, and then the main floor will be dedicated to activities and things like that. And so it's a little bit different than what we've done in the past. We're going to do some hiking, we're going to do a lot of games together, and we're going to do a whole lot of praying. We're going to have 2 concerts of prayer, one focused on confession and one focused on intercession. And so it's going to be a real good opportunity for them just to get away from their normal routine and just spend intentional, extended seasons of in prayer. And so if your child's fall break is available and they're able to be a part of that, we would absolutely love for them to be able to come and be a part of Fall Prayer Retreat 2019. The last thing is more of a date for you to be aware of. October 2nd, that's in a couple of weeks, that is Fields of Faith. Now, I haven't got times or anything like that. I just saw it online. And so our plan as a ministry is to partner with Fields of Faith. That'll be a worship service that Wednesday night out at the football field. And so depending on whether that could change, but as I get information, I'll get it to you. So just be aware, October 2nd, we will be moving our worship services from here at Coral Hill, student-wise, over to Barron County Football Field for Fields of Faith. So that's all I've got for the week. And I hope that your week is fantastic. I hope that you continue to experience joy in the midst of good and even bad seasons of life. And so we just pray that God would bless you, that He'd keep you, and that He'd cause His face to shine upon you and to give you peace. God bless.